Hey there, demons. It's me, your boy. We are back here with session 2 of Alan Wake Remastered for the PlayStation 5. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a tough couple weeks for me. I know it's only been a little over a week since I streamed, but gotta gotta get my life together. Oh, from a medical standpoint. But that's it's not our worry for now. For now, let's worry about some Alan Wake. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry! No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me?
Alright.
Come back here!
So when we left off,
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Andy. You know, I was looking back here just a moment ago. I was like, I would totally hide some shit back here. Because, like, what reason would you have to come this way unless you're looking for it, right? But yeah, I turned the game volume up, so for anyone who does hop in, I'm actually not even like totally prepared, but I'll fix it during the next cutscene. If it ends up being a little too loud, I apologize. It's it's hard to do realistic audio monitoring because what I hear and what ends up being like actually broadcast ends up being so different. Hi, Ryu. Oh shit. One of my other dog's outside. I gotta let her in a moment. We're gonna use the power of editing to fix this. Hold on one second. And just like that, we're back.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
There. Got my stuff set up. I kinda rushed into playing, to be honest. I say that as I'm like almost half an hour late to my own stream. Oh shit. We just discovered speedrun strat. Oh, but we are gonna actually head out to this. Make sure there's nothing we missed here. Doesn't look like it, so we can head back. Hey, Vince. Well, I'm still happy to have you here. I hope you're doing well. I just got started, not even 5 minutes ago. But for the YouTube folks, it'll be like a minute off. Oh. Oh, shit. I kind of forgot the dodge button, is it? It's not that. Restart that checkpoint. I wasted a whole lot of resources on nothing. Let's just get that going. Wicked World Scaregrounds should stop by.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him.
Might be something
I had to
that
get back to
me and the
Mary
lady
and
friend
figure out
might
my
be
next
interested in. I'll have to talk to her about it. She might show up, even. There. So let's try this with me remembering the dodge mechanic, which was, I think, just tapping L1. Oh, there she is now. Hello. Savvy, thank you for the sub. I actually was able to tell you that I was doing the stream kind of in advance. You didn't even need to be on the Discord, which I should mention, by the way, I've made some pretty significant changes to the Discord channel. This goes for everyone who's in there. You won't be able to see too terribly much until you assign yourself a role, because I realize that there is a ton of Final Fantasy XIV contents posted, not really much else, and like some of y'all didn't come there for that. When you go there now, you'll see the rules channel, and there'll be, you can just tap on one of the emoji down at the bottom to react. The little chicken nugget is the one that gives you just all the Twitch stuff. We know better than to step on that. That's bear trap. That's also a bear trap. That's a lot of bear traps. Holy shit! Where have you been, sir? Where have I been? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know where I've been. Shit. I should have known one of them was gonna get me.
Rusty warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Let's take it nice and easy. There's a hell of a lot of those traps. You can't run absentmindedly anywhere. Really? Are we really? Oh yeah, I guess we are kind of full on revolver ammo, aren't we? Oh. Ooh, I see you over there, coffee thermos. Apparently there is a trophy for knocking down a bunch of cans. I went and looked at the trophy list after the last stream was over. Probably get a platinum on it. I don't know. Alright, take it easy. We're kind of staying off the main path because we want to get chased by like murder dudes. Shit. Really? That's actually a pretty decent ambush. Because I like have this funky terrain and I have to be pretty mindful of what's going on. I know we probably have to go left, but there's so much here. Wow! Fuck! Did they go with the wombo combo? Oh, we are so screwed. Wow! We might have to use a flare for that. That's a big encounter. Like, I think the battery recharges perfectly fast enough for most encounters. These fucking guys, they're ranged. Really? That's weird. You know, though, now that you mention it, and I muse on it for just a moment, I feel like you've told me that before. I have no idea what could cause that. Okay, generator. Probably bait. Very much bait. Twitch do be fucky like that, though. Oh, a safe place. May not stay that way, but I thank you for going through all that just to get your resub. I wish Twitch worked a little better. Oh, a hunting rifle, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, we can get in here. This isn't the one I saw. I saw a different one. But I feel like we're not quite at the one that I saw yet. It's like, it really seemed like it was across the way. Is this a point of no return? It sure appears that way, don't it? Unless we go even higher. Nope. Even that. All of it's point of no return.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
You resubbed, what do you get? Did I miss the message for it? Or did you not do a reminder? Honestly, you would have had your chicky nuggies if I'd streamed more. Which I plan on streaming not only tonight, but tomorrow night. Oh, well, thank you nonetheless. Yeah, if you don't do a reminder, like, I don't get, like, any particular notification, not even in, like, my streamer view. She's like, bait? You're saying go right or go through? Is it up there? Can I even get up there? Honestly, yeah, I think that's such bullshit that Prime subs can't just renew. There are some that I would love to just continually support. Well, some you only get the one, but like, you know, sometimes I do like change up who gets my free sub. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Will this kill me? No. That was a one-way trip anyways. Did it make that something I could like get to? Maybe. Alright, Alan. Let's do it, buddy. No. Oh, hey, that was the second hint, which was go in. Well, we did that. Oh. Found it. Decapitate itself. This hell's so cold. Hold another knife out. Oh, sorry, this made me think of Trivium. Paul, it's been a minute, man. How you doing? I saw you were playing New World. Shit. I kind of don't know where they want me to go. Like, let's check this out. So we do this. Doing alright, Grand on New World. Definitely not for everyone. I heard New World was a lot more like PvP. This just feels like a giant area of like fucking nothing. Cool airplane, but let me see the way forward. It's probably up there, but the question then becomes getting onto that. Because, like, he has no grab mechanics. Doesn't have to be, a big part of it is, but you get enough people who want to do it that you just fuck off on your own, except for dungeons. That don't sound too bad. So that was the remaining hint. Just kind of stumbled on that. I feel like I'm missing something with this plane. What? Okay. That's something. I don't know if it'll actually move us forward, but I like having the area sanitized of any things that are gonna hurt me. Yeah, man, I've been playing 14 a lot. Oh, this was it. This was literally it. Okay. I was anticipating way too much from like how much fuss they made about that plane. But yeah, I have almost everything at 80 on Alice. That was not the gun I meant to have out, but you know what? Not a terrible call. Oh yeah, like getting to kind of experience everything again has been an absolute treat. This is a generator, isn't it? Fuck off. It's all that business. These woods are fucked, man. There's that thermos I saw earlier. There it is. I'm not gonna burn my stamina up getting to it because I feel like there's gonna be some fuckery and bamboozlery. Look at that. I saw that shit from like all the way over there, and we've had to come way around. But yeah, I actually did start another alt on Curl, but like she's really limited in scope. I really just want to be able to double down on coffee biscuit turn-ins. Start a whole character just for that. There's other little advantages, but right, there was this tree over here. I was interested in what this might mean. Death, secrets, jack shit it is. Well, yeah, because there's no way, like, one, that's a one-way trip. Two, I can't get up on that. So I think that's a no-go. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I'd like to cut back on my 14 time some, especially now that everybody's getting caught up and getting through their initial clears and stuff. People are just running stuff to be running at. I honestly think it's always good to kind of cut back on your time a little bit before a new expansion anyways. It's healthy. Now let me finally like get these October games going. Oh shit. See, that's a perfect example right there of what I mean when I say that like you're not really glued to this world. Like, it can make the movement really look clunky, but like Alan is not, like, he's very much independent. These set pieces are like solid around him. He can go pretty much anywhere, like, as long as there's not like an actual invisible wall, but they don't really do anything to guide. There's no guiding really. Fuck! I need to look at the ground. It's annoying. Look at the ground. I like that even just having like the normal beam of light is enough to at least do some damage. If you're willing to be patient, then you can hyper focus it if you want to get through it quick. So I wonder how he's hyper focusing it. Is that like a function of this light?
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird?
He's so quiet.
Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
That was super quiet. Like, I almost feel like, here's what I feel like. I feel like that's really high. And that's really high. And I need to adjust my volume to make this stand out better. Oh, I know what that is. But yeah, for those of you who weren't here but are in the Discord server, this is a good chance for me to let you all know that I made a change to the server. You need to assign yourself a role in the rules channel if you want to actually see something. If you go there now, you'll see that it's a whole bunch of nothing. Unless you've already assigned yourself a role, then it'll look normal to you. But there, I've made some adjustments to the volume. So whenever I pull up one of those manuscript pages, Alan actually reads it. That's why I haven't been reading them. Like, there was one actually. Yeah, this one. We haven't heard it yet, so.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw. The night had been one desperate situation after another.
Okay, that works.
I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat.
As long as it sounds good to y'all, because I think it sounds good to me. I don't know why, but like, he's like whispering it when he's reading the manuscript, and it's really weird. Like, speak the fuck up.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
I mean, yeah, I do. I have a lot of expectations. He's this wonderful writer. I imagine he's a pretty decent reader, too. And so there's a ladder there. A thermos. Damn good cup of coffee. I don't know if I have to get all of them or if I just need to get an amount. I didn't really pay attention to the trophies that much. But, like, he's not reading quickly, he's just reading quietly, which I guess maybe, like, he doesn't want to be caught, but, like, they catch him off guard so much. Like, I just have this hypothetical scenario of, like, Alan just sitting on the toilet, you know, doing his business, and all of a sudden you just see the, like, slow-mo back-out cam that it does. Everybody stop what you're doing, I'm gonna read you a story. Okay, back to the fight, let's go! The darkness wears her face.
Beware of Widowmakers.
I'm Alan Wake, the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest, baddest son of a bitch this side of Washington. There's only... What? Gimme.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
I forgot I can just hit the touchpad and go back to that. But yeah, see, like, all the objects in this world, like, have their own physics. Like, it's hard for me to explain. I've been trying to explain this feeling the whole game, but, like, I feel like if I stood in the wrong place, I'd fall through something, and the world wouldn't care. Oh, that's a little tree. All I saw was, like, the end of the log and, like, not the rest of it. So I just saw this, like, kind of, like, off-white blob in the distance. It's like, what the fuck is that? Is this The Last of Us? Y'all are dum-dums. Let's go. I fucked up every part of that. I'm a writer. Alan's just going through this whole ordeal. The only thing you care about is he's a writer and he shouldn't be doing this. I'm a writer, damn it. Not... Damn it, Jim, I'm a writer, not an action hero. An author. I'm an author. I'm Arturo. Huh. Nice little base y'all had there for ambushing. It's trap. Like, I'm getting those Evil Within vibes, which is funny because this predates Evil Within, of course, but getting those, like, oh, hey, they put this here as bait vibes. Boy, does this not feel like some combat grounds. Let's go.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Damn, with the wombo combo, Bimmy. That's alright, I fucked that up anyways. If you're unsure where to go, it's usually a good idea to run towards light. See, like, I've seen poltergeists. I know a thing or two about going towards light, Carol Ann. Run, Carol Ann, run. Run towards the light, Carol Ann. Ooh. Fucking Neo. I'm using batteries now. Now you're thinking, oh yeah, that's one thing that they took out of this version of the game. They actually had, I think it was a partnership with Energizer. Like, these weren't just random batteries. They were actually Energizer batteries that he was using. They had a modest amount of product placement to like make it like feel a little real, or at least that was the goal. It never actually felt that way. No, it was Duracell. They were Duracells, I think. They weren't Energizers, they were Duracells. Duracells feels more right for like what I remember and have read somewhat recently. But yeah, they actually had that. Verizon had a partnership, or like an in-game sponsorship as his cell phone provider. And they took that out. Like, they took all that stuff out for the remaster and just like made it more general, which is totally fine. I've always thought that, like, unless the game is literally something like fucking Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man. Yo, Duracell slaps. Energizers always felt like number 2 to me. Sorry if Energizer ever decides they want to start a partnership, but I would pick you all second.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
He's out of the woods, y'all. Did you hear that? Shit, I should have waited and like actually shown you all the batteries. I decided I'm gonna use batteries on big guys, but not on trash. Unless the trash starts getting more difficult, of course. Like, that is always open to be reevaluated.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
These headlights are a welcome bonus. Yeah, I find it funny, like, mentioning the difference between Energizer and Duracell, that, like, I don't remember any Duracell commercials, but I remember a bunch of Energizer commercials. It just goes to show you the power of marketing.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
That's Energizer. Because it's the Energizer Bunny. This is where people go boom boom.
I had to find the key to the garage. A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can hold nature and yourself.
Like, I should have seen that coming. Like, he came out of there, like, he just took the biggest dump. Do any of you Chads want to challenge me? With these headlights. See, this game does have driving sections. Bonk! Oh god, the controls are not inverted. Yes. We are absolutely changing those because I'm fucked up. Where's vehicle control? He said I could change the controls for vehicles, but I can't. So wait, what's the difference between... There's no center camera button. It's probably how the, Fuck. That's terrible. Hey, y'all, this is gonna be painful to watch primarily, or if I have to, like, change the tilt on the camera. Oh, what the fuck? Shit, do I have to pass it? Whew.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
I was surprised they actually let me come back
Marion
up to
talked about
the,
birds over the phone.
darkness controls the taken. Oh, hey, supplies? Fuck yeah.
Al! Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Yeah, these are some off-name batteries now. So we're killing birds just by shining a light up there. There's really no reason to fire. Though Flair would probably take care of them real quick.
Both are bad. Al, make them go away, please!
Whew. Yeah, really gonna say.
Only thing about this goddamn horrible situation is that I'm not allergic to birds. Ah, shoot! Oh, crap.
Ooh. I'm trying to just not really spend an ammo. So it's gonna be kind of long. I wonder if they try to fly off screen so that way they can like emerge. But the thing is, I'm like trained on them, so like they are just forced to fuck off. Or in this case, flock off. Because I feel like that's how they start their attack run, is from off screen. Like they'll come up on screen real quick and then approach. Block off, bird brain. Alright, where's the next big stupid wave at? That's right, fuck off. Ooh. House defense isn't working. Is that like a fucking bear or something? Jeez, that sounds terrible. It sounds unbearable. Use a flare. I'm trying not to use any equipment. Though I may not have a choice here in a minute.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al.
Exits Twitch.
Sorry for
Breaks
thinking
up
you
with
were
you.
having a psychotic episode, man.
Change his name. You never knew
I
me.
sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back.
And he just writes something completely obnoxious.
For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
When I got to the town, I had to boom boom so bad. But no toilet paper. Where at?
Barry Wheeler
Then the
speaking.
darkness
This
came.
is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
Can't trust people who live in trailer parks. I don't know, I'm one of them.
Come here. Pretty please, can you tell me where I am? You, won't you say something? I need to get my bearings amongst.
You know, YouTube will catch this for copyright, and I'll tell you what song it is. Yeah, it is Bob. But I can't linger on the screen, else they'll
Previously
really
on
get me.
Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Sparkling River
Let's make this quick,
Estates. Cool.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress
I
down at the
wish my
diner.
park was as nice as this one.
Sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying,
Shit,
Al,
I don't.
I found all sorts of weird stuff.
I
in the
put my
local
light on
newspaper's
her through
archives.
hell.
This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself.
always pay
I
on
don't
time?
know that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, There was an island there.
I
owned
do
by
it
a
out of
guy
spite.
called Thomas
Like, I
Zane.
have the money every
Some of the
time.
articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches. Couldn't find a single thing
Probably
he
sounds
wrote.
fucked up.
Zane
Thermos.
was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle.
Damn
The
good cup of
volcano
coffee.
under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this place is nicer than my part. Mine is very efficient on space.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Yo, we're getting honey-dicked.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Got honey-dicked.
What?
Just like that. You're not gonna get a tip from me. Circus sucks.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
I like that visual.
Back to work, boy.
Did we almost do the Spider-Man makeout kiss thing?
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Enjoy if they actually just have like a real life person do those segments. Also, she very much likes Alan Wake. Which those are all the actor that they had in that video just now.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Oof.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Yeah, we don't have shit. So we're gonna have to find some equipment here. I find it odd that, like, we couldn't find anything of use in Rose's house.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad
There's
I'm
a
here
trophy for
talking
getting
to
all
you
these
and not
radios.
home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well,
I need this guy to get to the point.
Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Oh. That turned into something I wasn't expecting. Okay, so this just leads back that way. Got it. The only thing we have is our dodge. So if anything fucky happens, I gotta figure it out. Well.
gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Blaine!
So we read about this on a page. What? Really?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
So we're not running from the taking on this one?
But there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on!
Don't let him get away!
Oh shit.
Move it! I'll have your shot if you let him get away!
We're running from the cops! Shit.
There! We have the suspect in sight!
Do you though? Oh, yeah, they sure do.
Oh, damn.
Ooh. I totally forgot about this being a thing. Let my stamina recover. I'm not gonna run fast unless I absolutely have to. I see a manuscript page there. I'm gonna go for it. Cops, look.
Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Oh. I don't think they're going to be doing too much catching now. Gremlin, gremlin, gremlin run.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Come in, Agent Nightingale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over. Nightingale, over. What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
Ooh, she mad. She big ass mad. I'm not armed. I've only got my 2 arms. Nightingale's like, that's armed enough for me. Die, you son of a bitch. I always knew you were a piece of shit, Alan Wake. You and your two-arm having piece of shit looking face.
Search the area.
I always knew I couldn't trust you in your arms.
Stay sharp. This way.
Yo, they're about to get fucked up.
Over here. Hey, who's there? You are his
They got fucked up.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Sounds like you're gonna need the power of a writer. Oh. Well, if that's not some foreshadowing, then.
Sheriff Breaker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed
He wears a tweed jacket.
Guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not
Damn, Sheriff Breaker, I'm right here.
to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
He's gonna apologize to me and my tweed jacket. So there's the trailer park. We're way above it.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
You stupid motherfuckers. See, the birds are happy I didn't shoot them. Birds are our friends. I'm gonna regret saying that later. I can feel them a butt. But for the moment, birds are our friends. Damn, what's going on over there? Is that the gas station? I thought that was like a house on top of a mountain or something. Well, alright. The RB shit happening.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They just put up a fight.
Well, yeah.
Why, they were... Hey, what do you...
I want to know why they called the FBI in on this man.
Jane, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both of them. Over.
Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
So it sounds like they've mostly given up.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Interesting. And there'll be some bullshit along the way. But of course there is. But of course.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
It's an interesting chapter of us being defenseless.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
I see what kind of chapter this is now. It's one where they don't want you to rely on guns and stuff.
There was no power to the searchlight.
But what if I press the button? Oh. Oh, there's that cable. It like runs partially into the ground. Yeah, you can like barely see that. Not the greatest, but it'll do. They probably figured we can at least give them a flashlight. Don't ask me why I did that from over there. That just happened to catch it while I was exploring. Wait. Oh, there's like a residual effect that's gone now.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over.
I'm not randomly throwing one.
Report. Over.
There's a waste.
Come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Ma'am, they got fucked up. It was me all along, Austin. Woohoo! Ha! Ooh. I'm gonna beeline it for this light. Stay on. Stay on. Now we're just leaving flashbangs sitting around.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Ooh. There's a manuscript there. Oh shit, my light's out.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
And what lesson did we learn? I'll be dipped. Walking light. Oh. I'm just kind of running from thing to thing right now. So he takes two.
hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. A place like that, I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Okay, it's this light.
I had no idea how to get to the coal mine. Maine would know. And I had a feeling I wouldn't get a chance to ask anyone else anytime soon.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Wow.
What's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
That guy is so aggressive. We don't got him till he's dead.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs.
Wonder
it was
when he's gonna
ridiculous.
run out of authors.
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine.
You
where I
hear
was
me?
going.
Nutrition
I'd have to
facts
leave
on the
cops
back
and
of this
find my own way
box.
to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to
Such
walk out,
banter.
but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Right? That dude just like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill this writer. Like, he's foaming at the fucking mouth. Like, I'm surprised he doesn't knock everybody over the fucking hate boner he has for me. It's ridiculous. Oh, yikes. Hey, boys. Rain check that one. Oh, goody. Now we can start fighting normally. Y'all think oh, tomorrow I'm turning the cam on the stream. I'll actually make sure I'm good enough for the camera.
There was no sensible reason for the power company workers to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
It's like he had to write himself in, like, excuses to have lights. But keep the story to where he's always, like, kind of fighting against what's going on. Because, I mean, he wrote all this shit, including Nightingale. So I fucked up on that. We got baited so hard. Interesting. Okay. Does this just turn on like that? Got it. I'm just gonna take this bait. I did not point quite the direction I was wanting to. Hey, thanks. Turn the damn thing on, Alan! Fuck. I was not expecting them to stay on my ass like that. Darkness controls are taken. I anticipated that. Hey, boys. Go ahead and come on this way. Fuck! This is a really difficult encounter. You get absolutely swarmed. There's another light over here. Interesting. And light, I mean, yeah. Buddy, we're in like chapter 3 by now. Come on. That was not what I meant to do. See, that's kind of bullshit. Even more of them come up like that. I think this is supposed to be a big, like, combat section. Damn. Like, Alan has no way to really get a lot of distance between him and these guys. Can just beeline it this way? Probably foolish.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
I knew that was coming. This sucks. This is a considerable spike in difficulty. To be honest, it's not even really the big guys that are getting me so much, it's the little guys. There we go. Whew. That was really rough. Need shotgun shells more than anything.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Yo, they actually did give me some shotgun ammo. Less. We're not doing too bad. I wouldn't mind having some more flashbangs. Those are incredibly useful.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
She was incredibly too calm given her situation. All sorts of goodies in there, fuck yeah. God damn it. Why do they pull the fucking flare out so much? I never want that weapon out unless I specifically pick it. Man, I wasn't expecting more bait. Come on, y'all owe me from the last bait. Fuck. I think this manuscript page is supposed to distract you.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Before it flew at me,
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Follow. There's probably a lot of people didn't catch this because they normally don't put little hints like that for you there.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
I literally got beat to death by a bridge.
The opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Okay. So we're going to have to be pretty liberal with our flare usage there. Because that's a lot of things that needs light. And I do not have... Like even my focus is not like that strong.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Yo, fuck that. Oh god, there's more! Bong corny jail energy from this bridge. So you know that I'm cross-stitching while you're doing this, so I'm not really looking off us. And I just got beat to death by a bridge because she'd absolutely cackle. I did,
slammed
though.
The door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
So, another game that I want to do that like is
As a
kind of
teenager,
similar
just
to
starting
this.
to get interested in writing, Stephen
This
King
one
had
called
been a
Deadly
source
Premonition.
of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects
We'll
that
talk
had
about
come
that
to
in a minute.
life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
We upgraded our flashlight. But yeah, I'm gonna play a game at some point here soon called Deadly Premonition that's a little like this. Considerably more campy and kind of hokey though. But has this kind of like community, like small town vibe. This feels like bait. Like, why can't Alan, like, I don't know, read a book or some shit and his health goes up? See, this is what I mean when I say, like, Alan could probably get in just about anywhere as long as there's not, like, a wall keeping him there. Come on. Oh, they pushed me hard out of that. It's not high enough. It's almost high enough. There's probably nothing for me there. Wait, yeah, there is. Oh, hell yeah, there is. Wait, hold up. This isn't where I came in from, though, is it? I mean, this looks to be plenty high enough. Just a small town girl. Bam, 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 bam. I mixed up two songs just then. At least I realized it first. Small town girl. Believe it or not, that is not. Oh shit, we were so close. Come on, come on. Yeah, we made it. Yeah, this is... We didn't get anywhere. We just went back. I'm so stupid. Well, partner. Yippee-ki-yay! Fuck. Double fuck. Yeah, they're making those encounter sizes a lot bigger now, so I haven't actually used some of these tools. I think there's like 3 or 4 difficulties for this game. I put it on normal. In light, you can hurt them. Really? We haven't put like 5 or 6 hours in this game already? There's radio, but what about TV? Hell yeah. It's time for an episode of Night
We take the
Springs.
facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What?
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology,
that was dumb.
It may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
That was so dumb. Let's go here and get our ass beat.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Well, that's ominous. There's the lake. Yo, it's that bulldozer he was talking about. So there was a lot of stuff I didn't get to pick up here. That just looks like it's begging to get crashed through. Okay, so that was 3 flares just in that one, and there's another kid over here too. So we were supposed to go through a lot more than we did there. Yeah, look at that. Now we got all sorts of flares. There's even a 3rd kid over here. So we definitely came out positive on this one. I think we're like maxed out on most items at this point. And that means I can probably stop being quite as reserved with my player usage and stuff. They try to blind you with the light so you don't see this. Damn shame I'm here, coffee investigator. This looks like an open road section. It's so inviting.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Oh, yeah, that was just it.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
Just across all these fucking mountains. Man, this place is pretty, but I'd rather just see it on postcard.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the Dark Presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
I just can't believe that FBI agent is like legitimate. So what will happen? Curiosity. What happens if I don't drive towards the Coal Mine Museum? I hate that. Like, I'll get used to it.
Even during daytime, I was being stalked. The bridge must have collapsed only moments after I'd crossed it.
Interesting. Okay, I thought there was a thing there. There wasn't. Alright. Well, we've figured out what to do about the bridge at least. I love how many cars you can just drive. I don't have any of my guns, I don't think. There, he just won't pull them out during the day. I feel like I should have stayed in the car. Yep. Very much felt that. So this is, I think, the slowest he'll go. Great driver. I gotta stop to loot.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. And I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
I think it's wild how fast they got to the radio station. Because, like, he pretty much just said, "Oh, hey, looks like the acclaimed author Alan Wake is here. Hallelujah. Let me ask him some them questions." And no sooner than he was like, "Yeah, come on in, Alan." The government dude was like, "We got him." We're just going to stop at everything along the way. That car looks familiar.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Come on. Yeah. We didn't take falling damage. Parkour. This has been a nice, like, kind of little break from, like, all the shenanigans we just went through. Chance to just kind of explore without fearing for your life. It's like stopped in the middle of the stairs. Did it again.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Oh shit, you can actually run through the fence.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
That's it, manuscript.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Oh damn, our truck's not doing so hot. So you get for driving through a whole bunch of fences, but it got us where we needed. God, am I playing Silent Hill Downpour?
Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah!
I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Yes.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Okay, so I never lost my equipment. Thank fuck. Nice. We're sitting really good on just about everything except flare gun ammo. Do you know where Mirror Peak is? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna tell you how to get there anyways. Like when I was first reading what you were saying, Savvy, I thought you were gonna tell me, and I was like, damn. I didn't realize you were so passionate about fictional Washington.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Yo, why can't someone's muse just be like some chicken nuggets? Like they just look at like a box of chicken nuggets like, ah yes, inspiration. The most you know about fictional Washington is Forks and Twilight. Between that and Seattle grunge, that's all I got. Infinite revolver ammo? Nope, spooky minecart. Nuh-uh, spooky minecart. Damn. They throw all sorts of shit at you. So they want me to go up there, and that's all fine, but we're gonna investigate. Hey, here we go with the good shit. Daddy likes his flashbangs. Come on. Ah. I've been cut off from my ammo supply. Not in a very realistic way, but video games. Video games, am I right? If that didn't turn into a thing that tries to kill me in a minute. It's trying to come out from there. I'm seeing if it actually pulls it off. I don't think it can. It's like a bull in a china shop down there. Hi, butter. Did not. I was saying it to be gross, so I'm glad the intention came out the way it was supposed to. What the fuck?
What the hell?
No, it's what the fuck. It's that damn tornado again. Oh boy, another.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Do your American duty. Shoot it. Well, fuck yeah, it's the only way you can kill it. Eliminate the tornado threat. Time for a little bit of hit and run. Actually, I got everything. Which is good. Because I wasn't going to spend all my ammo on it. Yeah, this car's in terrible shape. Boy, I can't wait till I can shoot the shit out of that tornado. By God. Oh. Oh no. Get me in my car. Get me in my fucking car. I'm gonna eat shit. Goodbye. That's what I said. That's begging to be broken. Don't forget your lunchbox. Where are you? For the record, I didn't get out of the car of my own accord earlier. It made me get out. It was too damaged. I think it was worth the cost. Trust no one in the dark. Not even Joji? Joji dances in the dark. I do miss Papa Frankie though. A light in these dark times. Wow, if that wasn't just fucking like left out for us. Follow. Bait.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
That sounds inappropriate. This is a Christian stream, Alan. Always leave enough room for the J-Dog. Oh. That's gonna be a thing. Okay. I seem to remember this, and if I recall, I hated it.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Okay, no, it's not what I thought. There's all sorts of like poop on the ground. Fuck! I just took those out on my terms. But there's really no reason to like fight them through the woods. Cause this is their territory, not mine. Like I'm at a disadvantage when I fight in the woods.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Imagine that someone gets held accountable for a story they write. What a world. Beautiful. And they make you use it right away. Oh, fuck. Not cool, guys. When caches like that start turning into bait, it kind of defeats the purpose of going there. Like, yes, it's net gain, but like, you do lose some of it right away. I was hoping that flashback would have pretty much taken everybody out, but it didn't. What am I bitching about stuff for? Wow, this is some boss fight prep. Ooh, alright.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Ooh. Our shotgun just got upgraded to a pump action. It holds considerably more ammo now. Y'all can come into the light. Sorry about that. That's just kind of how it worked out. I don't really want to be staring right into that. Oh wow, that went off immediately. the only thing that made sense. We made it through that pretty well, but let's get the fuck out, huh?
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
That's how I feel after I eat Taco Bell.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Well, that's an annoying enemy type that I'm not looking forward to having as a normal enemy. I've got you bottlenecked, you sack of shit. That's a very annoying enemy type if they're going to be more common. Like, thankfully he's not as, like, sturdy as the, like, boss types that I've fought. But annoying as hell. That probably benefits from, like, like a flare being dropped or something.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Feels like bait, but not really, because it's all slanted and you can't get in. More haunted shit? Yes, actually. I got hit by a car! Punk ass dark presence threw a fucking car at me. I'll never forgive it. Ever.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight.
I tried to
Something
dodge,
lash
and I was
out
like, no.
There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
When we finish this chapter up, I'm probably gonna call it for night. This is a pretty long game, but it's probably nowhere near as long if you actually like go straight to each objective. I could see this easily being halved if I just wasn't exploring and just beelining it and doing the absolute bare minimum to survive with like no regards to being stocked for future encounters or finding secrets, listening to radio and TV shows, but like I want to have like a fairly complete experience. I'm sure I'll miss some things, but like I think everybody hanging out is pretty familiar with me and my channel. This is how we go through these kinds of games. Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Here. Fuck. Baited. Oh. Okay. I'm fucking bamboozled. I'm not even mad about that. I had almost nowhere to hide. But now I know it's going to happen, I think I can strategically use this tree. I wasn't expecting them to throw a fucking train at me. Come on. Oh, what? How'd that register? Okay, I got a little brazen there. He like sure you can me. Just sit the fuck down. You smart aleck mouth. Alan, move! He was just sitting there all bent over. This thing is taking no damage from normal light. You have to hit it with the focus. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, nice. That was a fucking trophy. I didn't know that. What a bitch. And I ain't mad that I put the effort into doing that.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
I'll just borrow these. No big deal, right? I figure having a lot of focused damage is better than anything. Ooh, we are not doing so good on revolver ammo.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I mean, if he's sitting around waiting anyways, he could have waited, like... He could have taken the extra tiny iota of time to send a proper text message. But then again, I'm terrible about texting in general. Like, my problem, I think texting's awesome, and I don't really want it to change all that much. The thing is, like, I'll see the notification, but, like, I'm always doing something, so I fool myself every fucking time and say, oh yeah, I'll get to this in like a minute. Guess what? I sure as shit take like an hour to do, or longer. I don't know how we dodged those birds. This is some Resident Evil 6 shit. So make sure there's nothing there. Hey, also we're streaming tomorrow night. What's worth? Yo, I don't like this. This feels like story progression. Hold up. Oh, so she just does it the whole time you're in here. Terrifying.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Alan?
Alice?
Alice!
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Well, I think we have to go back up and take the way I was looking at. All that for some extra story in a manuscript page.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
So he thinks that, like, Alan has some sort of control over the citizens of the town, which he kind of does.
All actions could be perfected.
Live to fight another day, boys.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Such a difficult puzzle. I pressed the jump button. Alan was like, no, I don't really think I will. I think I'd rather run across the abyss than running from my problems or something. If we're going to the lookout, it's probably gonna be up. So if I go down, nope.
Damn.
He just stopped dead ass on those steps. It's like, nah, that ain't me. Well. I have 19 flares. Yeesh. Aside from my revolver ammo, I'm a fucking mobile armory at this point. I could kill like 5 of them. Well, there's the screenshot for this one.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby." Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
I am full on flare gunning now. Probably birds. This is going so slow.
Shit.
Oh. Look at that revolver ammo. Ah! Eat shit. Ooh, if this goes on too terribly much longer, I may have to just call it period for the night. I was trying to get to the end of the chapter. Yeah, this chapter feels like it's an eternity. There's a thermos over there. They're not letting me run. I wonder if they're gonna let me run now. Ooh, fuck.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
That was kind of a close call. Why can't we do this normally? I see you there, my precious. If the thermos, it beckons to me. I must heed its call. Thermos! Okay. Bet you I'm gonna need to go in down there, but let's try up here first. Oh, nope. This has been bricked over. Can't go there. Down here it is. Wow. A little bit of everything here. We're sitting back in about the best spot we could be with our revolver ammo. We just had to kind of cheese a couple encounters. Let's see. So much being in a good spot with revolver ammo, we were just saving up for that. Yeah, you take that. Avoid the giant fucking hole in the floor. No. I'm gonna be a dumb bastard and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Let's say to myself, my precious.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I was close now. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
I should mean to do it so soon. Because he's just gonna start right in.
I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! That you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have a wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make her play ball. You see? They get him writing for us. Please. Please.
Well, look at that. I mean, trying so hard not to picture Family Guy's Dr. Hartman every time he says it. So we read about this in the we've actually read quite a bit ahead with the story. That's the end of episode 3. So we'll get into the next part, and then I'll actually quit the menu so that way it saves. I'll also give you a little preview. We are streaming tomorrow night. Pretty much the same deal as tonight. So, yeah, be expecting that.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Alright, so we're not going to do anything. We're going to call it there. But, yeah. The game's really picking up. So we may see a little bit of that again when we start up tomorrow. But the game seems to be really good about picking up like right where you left off. So I can't leave this on suspend. So I will be playing some more 14. Got them daily roulettes to do. But y'all, it's been awesome. We are streaming tomorrow night, so Monday night, probably about 9 p.m. Eastern. I will have the camera on. First time in months. To be honest, I haven't really felt like turning it on, but I want to. I feel that for the horror games, it really adds something. So, yeah, y'all, thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. And, yeah, be safe, be kind. I'll catch you next time.